Hey folks, John here. This is an update from the last, from this previous video. I mentioned the software for that I use and my VHS tapes. This Roxio, the VHS to DVD kit I got. Apparently, somehow you're supposed to hook it up to the player. I'm just hoping it actually works. The subject up to why I have all these books and files in the first place. I used to work for the museum in Toms River, New Jersey, for many years. And over that time, I have been doing my family's genealogy. And in that time, in the last 30 years, which gives you an idea of my age, I'm nearly 50. I'm 49 right now. I'll be 50 in August. And I have gathered so much information at that time. Photocopies of books and pages and other things that it's no longer possible to get. And rare documents I have. Maps and such. They all gotta be scanned and filed and put on DVD or CDs. That's going to be it'll save a lot of space. I figure I'll probably get like 2 or 3 books on one CD, so that's pretty cool. Pages from it, because it's so fine and so much print in it. I really didn't want to write everything out by hand, so I photocopied the pages on the families I wanted the information of. And luckily most of the information you have is accurate, and that's what I used for my genealogy. Of course, I should make a video about how to do this. I've recently seen the ones they had on NBC, a great show about Who Do You Think You Are on NBC. I love that show. And I used to teach it. When I was in the museum, they had a course, and I used to teach it because the person that was supposed to do it couldn't make it, so I volunteered. It's really easy to do. Takes for a long time, but it's really easy if you know where to look. This will be part 2 of part 1 of my genealogy course for YouTube. And I hope it would entertain you, and I hope you would be informed and enlightened about it. Because you'll never know who's going to be in your history. I have in my family tree at the current moment 3,800. I have in my family tree at the current moment 3,860 names, ancestors and all their siblings and grandchildren and great-grandchildren all the way up to the present. That's quite a bit. The earliest date I have is 200 AD. That's about the earliest date I have so far. that's you have to start with yourself. You start with yourself. Get everything you could think of. Who your family is, your parents' names, your grandparents' names, and the dates of vital statistics. If you have that, you're good to go. A good place to start is to go to the local library, or you could look up on the internet. See, when I first started this, there was no such thing as going on this program on the internet and looking it up. But nowadays they have Ancestry.com. I love that show, that program. And you could look up the census. Start with the recent census. You usually get a lot of information from the 1880s, 1890s, 1880s, 1930s. The earliest ones they have on the internet is 1930s. So, and you could go on back from there. And if you have European ancestors, like from England, like I do, there you go back to, you have 1850, the earliest, as far as I know. Well, plus some places they don't have them that early. But if you go to 1850, England has them from 1851, and so up to the present. So, but the information's pretty much the same. You get the parents' names, the persons of the house. Some census has where the streets listed, and the house number, names, occupations, the gender, and that is a good place to start. And if you could live in the place where your ancestors lived, you could also check the courthouse for wills and deeds. You get a lot of information from them. Not so much in vital statistics, but you could get find out who they got the property from. And in some cases, an ancestor, like a grandparent or a parent or such, that left you the descendants property. It can be very tense situation. It takes I have been doing mine for over 30 years and I'm still not done yet. Because as soon as you find one person, you find two more. Then for each one person after that, you find two more and two more and two more and two more for each single person. In some cases, you go back 4, 5, 6 generations back. Which is why I recommend Ancestry.com. And of course I use Family Tree Maker. You could use other programs like that, but I use Family Tree Maker myself. Because I've had it for so long, and I recently got 2010 version. But I used to have the 3.0. I still got that, I think. Or do I? Yeah. I think I gave it to my cousin. Anyway, that's the version I got. 2010. And I'm just sitting here looking at downloading editing some programs. So my name is John, and I will continue to this little series. So take care. I'll talk to you later.